Ready when you are.
Okay, I'm going to open up the July 10th Sweet Home Library Board meeting. And at 4:31, shall we take roll call?
Committee Member Castaneda? Here. Committee Member Corley?
Yeah.
Committee Member Wise? Vice Chair Hicks?
Here.
And Chair Durney.
Present. So our next agenda item is review and approval of the June 12th meeting minutes. Are there any additions or corrections? Would someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes? So we have a motion to approve the minutes as written
I'll second the motion.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None. Okay. Our next item of business is the director's report.
Okay, you're probably already tired of me talking, so I'll make this fairly short, but please ask any questions. Fiscal year 24-25 is wrapped up at the end of June. So we're waiting for some final invoices. So typically in June, we stop doing some of our ordering. So that was down a little bit, but it's picking back up already. And I just want to note that we do check out around 2,000 DVDs every month, and that's our top circulating collection and has been for the last probably 2 to 3 years. And as we increase the collection a little bit more with donations, it still increases the checkouts. We have people that come every day for DVDs. No issues with the building to report. In building, our large screen TV met an unfortunate and accidental end. A replacement arrived Tuesday, and we've already started having our weekly movies again. And it was a great donation we got. And it's just in time for our teen game night this week. And they were very sad last week. It broke a few hours before game night last month. They were very sad that they couldn't play Mario Kart. Summer reading has started. We've had 2 big events so far with really good turnout, especially having to move one of them from Sankey Park to inside the building because of weather. We took over the entire building and maxed out our number of people pretty much we could have in there, but everyone had a lot of fun. Our most popular rewards right now for completing summer reading are our little 3D printed animals, Pokemon cards, and Minecraft inflatable swords. Had one kid on Tuesday came in, found out we had the Pokemon cards, but we have 3 different sets you can get. He got one set, and then he went, as soon as he got back to the car, he told his dad to go away because he wanted to start reading more, and he didn't want to be interrupted by dad because he wants to get the other 2 sets of cards as fast as possible. And I assume he'll be in tomorrow to get them. Obviously, we just had a discussion about where the new building, where that should go. So don't have anything to say about that. For other updates, we've moved on to the next round for a large grant that will assist with digital equity. I put in, would cover funding for 4 years for a digital navigator position, which would be a full-time person that would focus just on helping people with their computers, resumes, job applications, all those government forms that you have to fill out. And a lot of people that need to do all of those things have 0 internet skills. Had somebody in last week that's retired, but now he needs a part-time job, and Safeway only accepts online applications. And to do an application, you have to have an email. he had none of these things. So this would be a position that hopefully we'll get the funding, would be able to sit down for as long as necessary with this one person and go through everything they need to do to basically do this application. The community market is doing great this year. We're averaging probably around 15 to 20 vendors a week that show up. This weekend, we're combining with the Sweet Home Community Singing Christmas Tree Craft and Vendor event at the high school. So both the events will be happening at the high school. This will also allow our parking lot to be used for parking for people that want to come watch the parade and then hopefully go shopping over at the high school. So that it's been great having that, I think, having Joy run the community market and getting all of that. I've had a lot of people come in just for that or ask questions. And last week we had an 8-year-old entrepreneur that had a little slime booth she'll help you make some slime, and was selling that at the community market. So that's what we'd love to see more of, is especially the younger kids doing fundraising or just trying to see if they have have business skills. So any questions from my report?
What happened to the TV?
A kid was trying to help us clean up and had the video game controller in his hand, and it accidentally hit the corner and the whole screen just went.
Well,
And it was just out of warranty because, of course,
I was wondering if a staff member threw a stapler through it or something.
not lately. I would buy replace the TV if I did that, but no staplers being thrown. Any other questions? I will move just into the statistics, which is the same page I give to City Council. We're at about half of everything, which is exactly where we should be 6 months into the year. Checkouts are a little bit slower, but July and August are our busiest months by far. So I expect those to go up. The only thing we're still down on is volunteers. We have those that can volunteer have been absolutely wonderful, but there's always something comes up, and obviously a volunteer job is probably a lower priority than family. So there's been a lot of family issues outside of work for a lot of our volunteers that they have to go take care of family members. So it's nothing we're doing, I swear. But if you know anybody else that would like to volunteer, we got one more application in today for somebody that just moved to town from Idaho and is very excited to volunteer. So hopefully they'll work out as well. And I think today, before I came over here at 2:30, I think we'd already done 6 or 7 library cards. So those are picking up definitely this month as well. And a lot of teenagers have finally discovered that we're giving them library cards, which is good. And we've, I noticed I wrote this down and forgot about it. We've had over 150 elementary school age kids sign up for summer reading so far, which is, my first year here, we had about 80. So we've doubled in the last 4 years. And there's not a large kid pool to choose from, so we're doing great. I don't have a fiscal report this year. I'll have one after the fiscal year wrap up. So probably next month, I hope. I don't have any old business. And the new business, the first thing I'm going to have Cecily talk about.
Yes. So in your packets, you will find a copy of our new board communication policy. It's a memo from myself and the city manager, Chief Ogden. This actually came at the request of another committee because their chair was approached by a member of the media and they weren't sure how to handle it. So it's actually very simple. At the end of the day, Chief Ogden is the spokesperson for the city, but there are some guidelines in terms of what you can or should say. You are certainly not obligated to speak to the media. And so on the last page of the policy, there are just some quotes that you can use to redirect the media to the appropriate people. And if for some reason he's not available, I'm also always available to speak to the press. But at the end of the day, we do ask that our board and committee members not speak on behalf of the boards and committees. And if you do want to give your personal opinion, just make it very clear to the reporter that you're speaking as an individual citizen, and that's fine.
And then the only other thing I have to add is the newsletter, unless you had any questions about the communication policy.
So this was triggered by a committee member.
Not this committee, but another city committee. Yes.
So it wasn't somebody talking with the media out of turn.
No, not at all. They received an inquiry and they were asking us how they should handle it. So we decided to put something formal just for everybody. So every single citizen committee is going to get the same policy.
Thank you.
And on the newsletter, I want to point out July 18th, we have a lot going on. We're showing the Goonies at Sankey Park, and Curia is putting together a treasure hunt that will include full-size Baby Ruth candy bars. And all ages are welcome to join in the Goonies treasure hunt before the movie. We also have the Oregon Coast Aquarium will be here next Friday morning. Tomorrow morning, we are doing a water fight with Clint from Sandham Sound, and that will be great fun. The kids always love doing that. And then we also have a dry area where we have a bunch of outdoor games. I think it's a great way to kick off Sportsman's Holiday weekend for the kids. And that's all I have, unless someone has questions.
Just refresh my memory about where the newsletter is being posted besides at the library. Are there other places to get this?
So we have it online on social media. If people have sent me an email, to have it emailed to them, have it and printed off in the library. And then the Chamber of Commerce, I believe, is also sharing it via their contacts. If you can places, I'd be happy, because our circulation hasn't been super high. I think our highest engagement has been with what I put on social media.
And what do volunteers do?
What would you like to do? That's kind of what we ask them. So the majority of our volunteers will shelve books, do shelf reading, which is making sure all the books are in their proper place. You can also process the books, which would be putting labels on them, putting dust jackets on them. We also have one volunteer that loves to clean DVDs. So we have a little machine, you can clean the DVDs. You can also do help with prep for programs. For story time, that ends up being a lot of cutting things and shapes out. You can also help with programs, especially during the summer. So if you'd like to be part of the water fight in the morning, you could come be part of that.
Thank you.
There are a lot of options, Jim. Is there any other business that someone would like to bring forward? So we're planning to have an August meeting.
That's up to you.
Are we having an August meeting?
What's the date in August?
It would be like the 14th, maybe. Thursday, August 14th.
My daughter's coming in that day. I won't be able to be here.
I'll be in California.
Okay, well, maybe we won't have an August meeting. So the September date would be 11, December or September 11th. Does that work for everybody? Okay, so it's agreed that we will not have a meeting in August, but we will resume in September. Okay, so with that, I will adjourn the meeting at 4:45.